Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Day 3 of being sick. Let's go. So, g'day, mate. I guess I'm way over here. Hey, good morning. Good to see you. My name is Wayne McDonald. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for TradersWay.com. Thank you very much for being a client. We appreciate you. Fast execution speed, world-class customer service, competitive spreads, and amazing swaps. List these webinars every single day. If you appreciate all that, please give the opportunity for Traders Way to earn your loyalty and respect. Visit TradersWay.com, open a demo account. When you're in your back office, you can download MT4. Come right back to this video. In the description below this video, there's a link. You can download my MT4 charts and put it on your Traders Way platform. What you see behind you can be yours for free. Compliments of the firm. Thank you, Traders Way. Regan says, Traders Way all the way. Yeah, awesome. Sounds like you need another cigar. Yeah, I was actually thinking about it, but then I'm like, it's probably not a good idea. So anyways, this is day 3 of being sick, and just to update you, I think it's going from here to here for some reason. That's weird. But anyways, I'm a currency trader, so none of that matters. So please get involved. Please ask questions. And then, of course, throughout the video, likes, subscriptions, comments are all appreciated. So let me remind you that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results, but please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. All right? Sure what I'm talking about? Cool. So thank you, Bill. Throw your diamonds in the sky. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while, eh, Raj? Thank you. All right. All right, so what do you want to do? Let's just burn through the charts. Yeah. Oh, I did that already, Billy. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. I want to do like oil, for example. There's a great leading indicator, right? So where are we bouncing around? Anywhere interesting? This doesn't look like the follow-through breakout pattern. Although we did get the 50% retracement, but it didn't give us the 1382, and then it came right back to the range. And so as far as I'm concerned, this is still rangy. But there is some news inside the range. The news is it's not going down. That's just as informative. Okay, it may not be up, but not down is also very informative. So if you remember way back when, I asked you to decide whether we're going to 40 or we're going to 60. So it's interesting that we stayed above 50 and we did almost get to 60. And I'm still asking myself the same question as this falls. Okay? Am I holding this above 50? Am I going for 60? Right? Or am I going to 40? Well, it's the same thing. Okay? Same thing. I'm still thinking stay above 50. My only reasoning for that is I may not get it, but I want positive global macro up. Okay? Okay. I want to make this gold. All right. I want this to be gold. Gold. XAG, that's silver. XAU, that's gold. Oh. All right. So we're in a buy zone. I think we did this yesterday, didn't we? Didn't I have some sort of thing like this as a plan A, B? And I think I had something like this as a plan A. Does that seem about right? Seems like that's what I would do if I were me. Now, that being said, Lim, we'll have to look into that. Now, I've been sick. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been sick for the last 3 days, so I apologize. You create your login screen. So, again, we'll have to figure that out. We'll figure that out. Okay. So just hang on. So there's this if you're a bull on gold, and if you're a bear on gold, this is your trade plan. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so that really comes down to how you want to play it. So, for example, if you're a bear, I think you should be setting this up like a head and shoulders. Okay, if that makes more sense to you. Okay, if you are a bear on gold, let me restate everything just to make sure we got this. If you're a bear on gold, you should be planning it like this. Okay. Whatever. Is that right? You see what I mean? Liam, send me another email just to keep it on my mind, okay? I don't know if I'm going to get to it today. My goal today is to upload the swing trading video. I had to archive it, not archive it. I had to convert it yesterday, which takes quite some time. And while I was waiting for that, I just made it a priority to be sick, I guess. So anyways, I'm uploading it actually right this second. It's uploading. And so you should have it by 9 a.m. this morning, the recording of yesterday's swing trading group. Okay. All right. How about this? Who is a bull on gold? Who is a bear on gold? Ha ha ha! Yeah, you're going to have to state your opinion publicly. Uh-oh. I'm a bird. I'm a gold bull. Now, the interesting thing is, and I've enjoyed this as a coach over the years, when I ask these things and when I do, like when I do a poll, it's almost always 50-50. And that reminds me of the market. At any given time, it's 50-50. Okay? Now, often I can taint your opinion if I really push, and of course I don't want to do that, so it's interesting nonetheless. So I try to remind myself, no matter how fast it's moving one way or the other, it's 50-50. And the patient traders are just not in the market yet. So if it's going up, doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. First of all, shorter term traders are going to take profit, and then the longer term traders are waiting for their price, and then they sell at their price and it comes back down. So anyways, Carly says I'm a bull because of fundamentals. Well, the interesting part of that is you could argue either way. So okay. Okay. Gold is interesting because it doesn't pay a yield. It costs money to hold it. And then a lot of people will say it's a hedge, and I say, well, what are you hedging? And they're like, not sure. Okay, so. Well, the Nikkei would rally based on the discussion between China and the United States yesterday as far as creating an interim trade deal. But is there anything else, Alex, that you think might affect that? How about this, Alex? The yen is weakening and weakening and weakening and weakening. Is that good for Japanese exporters or bad for Japanese exporters? By the way, anybody can answer this. So take a guess or type in a question mark. The Japanese yen has been weakening for 3 weeks. Why? Well, I told you it would. So I suppose it doesn't matter why. But what's the consequence? Yeah, it's good. So if something good is happening to every Japanese exporter, what do you think would happen to the stock market? Because remember, they're based on future expectations. Okay. Yeah. So did I answer your question, Alex? I didn't just blurt it out. I answered your question by asking questions. But do you have a better grasp? Alejandro, yeah. So what do you think, huh? It's just a consequence. Yeah. But I think I answered all of that too, right? Remember, I wanted all stock markets to go up. I wanted the US dollar to go down. I wanted the Japanese yen to go down. I wanted the Swiss franc to go down. I wanted oil to go up. I wanted Aussie and Canada to go up. I want peso and lira and rand to go up. Right? This has all been stated 1,000 times. And it's all based on one thing. So you guys remember the movie City Slickers? And the old guy says to the younger guy, the secret to life is one thing. So the young guy says to the old man, well, what is the one thing? And he says, that's for you to find out, to figure out. So my trading always comes down to one thing. Okay, and that's an opinion. An opinion on one thing. One idea global. You know the Illuminati? The pyramid with one eye above it? One eye seeing all things. Well, that eye is my vision for the world. It's either a good vision or it's a bad vision, depending on the time. Right? I don't know if I even own a dollar. Oh, I have a dollar. Is it on this one? Yeah, okay. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, do you see that? Okay. Each side of the pyramid represents a continent. And above it, one eye, that's me. And that's my vision for the entire world. Global macro good, global macro bad. It's good now, it's going to be bad later. Okay? Okay? I have one vision for the future right now for the whole entire world. And that's that. All right, that's it for the So anyways, yeah, there's our little history lesson there. All right, so beast. Huh? Never mad at the fact he's corrupt like a senator. Sold in a rope and you treat it like soap in a rope because my beats and my lines are so dope. So yeah, look at pound, man. Corrupt like a senator, but still making money, huh? Look at that. So we have hit the monthly and the weekly target. Out of position all the way, of course. Okay. Okay. And of course, I teach you in the swing trading group under this scenario. You knew to buy it here, and you knew to buy it here, and you now have hit your target, and ciao, you're done for the week. Is it Monday or Tuesday? No. Is there going to be a counter trend this week? No. Okay, so you should probably start planning next week's trades. But the funny thing is, the swing trading group planned next week's trades yesterday. So even though it's Friday, you're already behind the professionals. You're already late. Yes, Jorge, and it's being uploaded right now as we speak. It's usually up within an hour or two, but I've been so sick lately that I apologize. Okay. So anyways, that's cool, right? Now think of that. Imagine an amateur walking into the market on Monday going, hey, what's going on today, guys? You're already like 100 hours behind. Just never going to be successful. Oh, Gary, you got the whole thing, man? You got that whole pound? You got the whole beast? Oh my God, that's awesome. So Gary, where's your entry? Like right here? And now you're taking profit right there? That is so sweet, Gary. Albert! Yeah, that's awesome, man. Gary. That's how it's done, huh? That's where Gary busts into the bar. First round's on me, biatches. Boom! Drop a pile of cash. The whole beast and nothing but the beast. I used to have this great credit card. It's sad now. It's this one. It's a nice little black card, right? It's carbon fiber. Sucks. The last one before it expired was metal. And I used to walk into a place like, yeah, put it on the card, and I drop it and it go pa-ching, pa-ching, like you dropped a hubcap on the granite countertop. And it was just like, yeah, the boss is here. Boom! And it'd go pa-ching, 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 and everyone would look. Whoa, what the hell was that? I'm like, yeah. Now it's carbon fiber, and it goes. Sounds like cheap plastic. But anyways, yeah, that's how you feel, huh? Yeah, just boom. Boom. Just call me Beast. So good for you, Gary. All right. Unfortunately, you can't put it in a book because I put it in a book 15 years ago. 12? 13 years ago. So I'm ahead of you, bro. But good job, man. It feels good, though, huh? You're just like, dude, that's how it was supposed to happen. Cool. Cool. So, 24 hours ago, we were talking about what am I going to do with this. I know I'm at resistance. I know. But as long as I'm above the 21, I can't even think about taking profit, really, is what I'm telling myself. But we're stuck up here. So I'm trying to be long and strong above 74. I think if it drops down to 73.50, I'll probably I might just take the profit and run. Trying to be strong is what I'm trying to say. Oh, right on, Alejandro. So Smet Robin says, what about the end of the week? So this is the big problem, right? Some people have a weekly trade plan and some have a monthly. Well, last week, I think, like a lot of these trades, they opened OOP, out of position, which means there's not a lot of new blood in this trade, okay? So I don't think there really is a weekly trade. I think whoever entered monthly trades. Now, last week, you can see I bought at the central pivot off of the M2. Okay, there's the M2 front run. So let me do this differently. Part one of this trade is the monthly front run. Okay. The second part of the trade is the weekly. Okay. So I entered this 3 weeks ago. So I think I was in sort of somewhere in there. Anyways. So there's kind of like tiers to this, right? T-I-E-R-S, yeah. There's 2 tiers to this. And if it was a weekly trade off that central, they were supposed to take profit here, right? And you got a monthly pivot, right? But they didn't. So what's the psychology of the market? They're in it for the long haul. So yes, they entered at the central pivot, but they were not weekly swing traders. They're monthly. So I'm hoping that this does this, like a real shallow pullback and then just another continuation. Notice, even on the 4 hour, not even a touch of the 21. Remember the other pair we just looked at, was it Beast? I think it came down to the 21 twice. This didn't even do it once. This is red hot on fire. So why would I be talking myself out of a trade that is red hot? Why? Because I might give back 50 pips? So what? I don't need it, right? I need to be strong. Now, if it does this, then I'm going to get out up here. Okay? But if it does this, I'm okay. Okay? So really, if this is a really bad day, it'll pop on Monday and I'll probably take profit on Monday. Okay? If it's not a really bad day today, I'm going to let it run. Because remember, 2 weeks ago, let's go back 3 weeks ago. Even, I guess it was 4 weeks ago, the 15th of the month. Okay? Do you remember I said, look, we all know we want to be long yen pairs by the 3rd week. It's the 2nd week and I'm already buying. Think of the psychology of me telling you that as your coach. We're months in advance. I said, get ready, get ready. 3rd week of August, 3rd week of August. Get ready. Here it comes. It's coming. It's coming. It's not on your charts, but it's coming. It's going to happen. Then a week before it happened, I start buying. Okay? What happened the week after that? It still hadn't produced anything yet. And what did I talk about for a whole week? The focus was on the difference between being rich and being wealthy. You guys remember that? The difference between rich means you make a lot of money, but you work by you offer your time. You get paid by the hour. It's either $5 an hour or $500 an hour. It doesn't matter. You're poor. Because you sit down, you trade, you made 28 pips today, right? I got an email from Boris and Kathy, and they made 75 pips yesterday. So now you should give them thousands of dollars for their educational course. Yay! You made 75 pips. Woo! Good, but now you got to rebuild your wealth. You have to start over again, right? Right? Woohoo! 75 pips. Poverty. So that's what we talked about in here. Okay? That's what we talked about in here, even though we were setting all these things up in advance, right? And then, right, and I said, how do you generate wealth? You make your money work for you. Money You're a money boss, right? Your money works for you. Money for you, which how do you get that for money for work? Okay, your money goes to work for you. So what's the secret to being wealthy then? Your money works for you. So how do you get your money to work for you? You let your winners run. Okay? So I've done zero work. Zero work. I'm long at 71. We're at 74 and change. I'm up 300 pips on one trade. And I worked one day. Well, I worked 5 minutes of one day. You understand the difference? I'm not interested in making a little bit of money today. That would be logging in, working 5 hours and getting paid for 5 hours and then going home again. And the next day logging in, working for 5 hours, getting paid for 5 hours. Do you guys remember the example I said? It's like going through all the work of starting a restaurant, and then at the end of the day, you shut down the restaurant, you fire all the employees, you get rid of all the marketing and advertising and all that kind of stuff, leave the location, and the next day go find a new location, hire new employees, get a new chef, create a new menu, buy all the ingredients, send out all the marketing and advertising, and start your restaurant all over again. And you do it 7 days a week, well, I guess 5 days a week for the rest of your life, having no repetitive business. I said, that's not a business. You get paid by the hour. You're poor. Okay? I did a dedicated webinar about central banking, a different one about gold. You know what I mean? Yeah. So do you understand, like, I'm trying to train you to do this, to let your winners run. Do you appreciate that? Or should I get you all fired up about making 40 pips yesterday? I made 75 pips. The euro moved 250 pips, but we got 75. Woo. Right? Dude, short-sighted. Let your winners run, guys. Let your winners run. Have a long-term trade plan based on fundamentals, and let your winners run and run and run and run, and then manage the risk accordingly. Okay? But build a portfolio. Okay? Okay? Like, okay? Let them run. We're slowly building all these things, right? So yesterday was the 12th, right? Look at this one, guys. Euro Turkish lira, $3.16 in swap yesterday. You're laughing. You're like, Wayne, that's like 3 pips. Yeah, I make 3 pips a day, every single day. Yeah, if you add it up over the course of a year, is way more than 1,000 pips. And I don't do any work. But you have to have a long-term vision. Do you understand that, guys? Zook, it's in there. It's in there. Maybe you have MT5 and you're trying to install MT4 charts on your MT5, and then some of them might work, but most of them probably wouldn't. But they're definitely there. It's the whole point, Zook. Fatmobic says, let your winners run, but only for carry trades. I don't discern them differently like that. I want all my winners to run. So think of it this way. Let's change the concept here. I try to teach you guys that you need to have fundamentals create your bias. Fundies, right? Then I look at long-term techs, like 4-hour and daily charts, right? And from this, it tells me my one thing. Why would I if I knew, of course I don't know the future, but if I had a bias, an opinion for the future, why would I be in it for 2 hours? Why would I want 30 pips on a trade? It makes no sense to me. It takes so much effort. Put it this way, and maybe you've experienced this, maybe you haven't, but I hope you will one day. I put so much effort into my analysis that it's too much work to reinvent it over and over again. So like maybe the old you would go like, I guess it's going to go up now. Buy. Okay? And yet I give you an example, like when I place a trade, it's like opening a restaurant. The amount of work, finding a location, hiring a staff, getting an executive chef, coming up with a menu, going out and buying all the groceries, setting up all the tables and chairs, training all the waiters and the maitre d', and then sending out thousands and thousands of dollars in advertising to say, here's our restaurant, come visit it. And then everyone shows up, and now you got to cook all the meals, take all the orders, and give everyone what they want, and really go up, how was your meal? My name is Wayne McDonald, I'm the owner. And then when it's all done, clean it all up, and then sell everything and walk away? That's what it feels like to me to do a trade plan. I don't just go, buy. So if I'm going to do all of that, I want the restaurant to be open because I want people to come back the next day and say, Wayne, that was the most amazing meal I've ever had. And I told my neighbor, so I brought my neighbor. And then that neighbor tells their people, and all of a sudden, day after day after day after day, people keep showing up to my restaurant. I don't even need to do the marketing anymore because all my seats are taken. That's what my trade plans feel like to me. So I don't want to be in it for a day. I want to ride this out until the trend changes. Do you see what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to reinvent the wheel over and over and over again. Okay? Because reinventing what you do every day, starting from scratch every day, is not a business. You want to trade Forex like you're a business. Okay? You have a long-term vision, and you have a plan to carry it out, and you make investments of capital and labor.